cool thing about it is that it's pretty interactive. Like if you're just standing there taking photos on your phone to post something on Instagram, you'll probably get a dancing woman coming and starting gyrating on your leg. Hey, it's Robert Morris from the Virginia-Pilot and Pulse back again with another dose of things to do this weekend. The first thing I'm going to talk about, and really the biggest thing that you all should be thinking about this weekend, is Joshua Bell, violinist extraordinaire. He is going to be in town all over Hampton Roads this weekend playing the violin for all you folks. You might be familiar with this guy from the Gene Weingarten column in the Washington Post a few years ago. Basically, Weingarten had Joshua Bell playing the subway systems in D.C. to find out if people would recognize what genius was. Not many people did, which is kind of interesting. Anyways, so you got 3 chances to check out True Genius this weekend. I got to check out my notes because the guy's all over Hampton Roads. The first time is going to be 8 p.m. Friday at the Sandler Center for the Performing Arts in Virginia Beach. 8 p.m. Saturday, he'll be at Chrysler Hall in Norfolk. And then 3 p.m. Sunday, he'll be at the Ferguson Center over in Newport News. So go check out Genius, or maybe just a cute guy who plays the violin really well. If you're not into classical music, that's cool. Not all of us are. We got some other things here we're going to talk about. Up next, the Atlantic Coast Kite Festival down at the oceanfront Virginia Beach at 10 a.m. Saturday, runs till 4 p.m. I don't know much about kites, I ain't gonna lie. They look pretty in the sky. I like seeing them float around, but the only kite I ever had, I broke 10 minutes into using it, so what do I know? But if you're into kites or just like looking at them, or maybe you think your kids would really be inspired by them, go to the oceanfront. This will be taking place between the 16th and 18th Street exits, and it's free. Another thing for the kiddies or the whole family, or maybe just a single person who likes movies, is 8 p.m. Saturday night over in Portsmouth at Intellos Wireless Arena. We've got a free movie screening of Princess and the Frog. This is the first of a series of free Saturday night films that Intellos will be showing on its lawn. If you don't know what Princess and the Frog is, this is the animated Disney film from a few years ago where a woman kisses a frog. You know the story, what happens. But this is all based down in the New Orleans Bayou area, so you got a lot of the region's music and culture and witch doctors and all that kind of stuff. Didn't get good reviews, but man, free movie. How are you going to go wrong with that? I recommend going to it just because, again, free movie outdoors. It's always a fun time. Forget the kiddies for a second. If you want to do something a little more adult, you've got the Town Point Virginia Wine Festival. I had to check the name on that one. Running from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday at Town Point Park here in Norfolk. The cool thing about this is obviously you get to drink wine with people. The funny thing about this is, like, the day I moved to Norfolk from North Dakota, I came to town the day this wine festival was going on, and I drove past Town Point Park, and I just saw these guys in really fancy clothes stumbling like they had just had a 3-day bender. So you know people have a good time here. You know they're not afraid to get sauced, and that's kind of cool because sometimes I think these wine festivals can be a little hoity-toity. Not this one. People can have fun, but not get too crazy and have too much fun, if you know what I mean. That one, it's not cheap. It's like the admission starts at $20, but again, you get to drink wine with it outside in the good weather. Hopefully it's not storming. And if you watch us every week, which I hope you do, and if you don't, start doing it or tell all your friends to do it. I always end this thing with the movies. We're going to talk about 2 movies opening this weekend. The first one is the only real big release happening. It's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now this is the continuation of the rebooted Spider-Man franchise from 2012, not to be confused with those Tobey Maguire films from the early 2000s. This has Andrew Garfield in the red and blue spider costume, and the movie's not bad. I saw it the other night during an advanced screening, and it's fun. It's kind of interesting. The people are actually more fun when they're out of costume. Good character development, but it's got some weird costuming, like makeup and all that. Anyways, but it's a fun time, especially if you like Spider-Man. They get the humor really well. They get his struggle with responsibility and love and power and all that. So it's cool, kind of ripped from the comic books and in a good way. The other film that's opening that I'm going to talk about is, at least opening here, is The Unknown Known. If that sounds a little familiar, you might be a political junkie. This is about Donald Rumsfeld, the former, I don't even know what his title was in the Bush administration, but he had a lot of power, and he talked to the press all the time. And one of his most famous quotes is when he talked about known knowns and unknowns, and sometimes you don't know the known knowns from the unknown knowns and all that kind of stuff. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. So they've built this documentary around that fun quote. You know, if you hate Rumsfeld, you'll probably go see this. If you love Rumsfeld, you'll probably go see this, and your opinion probably won't change one way or the other. Hey, if you need to be convinced about more things to do this weekend, you can always grab the latest issue of Pulse, or you can go check out hamptonroads.com, where our calendar of events is overflowing with tons of things to do. Or just wait till next week and watch another video with this guy and my zit right here. Talk to you later.